Okay. It kicked me off and told me it was because I was sending excessive messages. I haven't sent any messages, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm back now, and things seem to be a little less glitchy. So... Anyway... I'm just doing this to raise provisioning, so I would like to get it to 50, and then I gotta focus on alchemy and enchanting. So I guess when I find some of those tables, I'll probably stop and do the same thing. Hang on. Dee Dee. Enough. Okay. Focusing. Sorry. Fried green tomatoes? That's a southern thing. Alright! Yours. Okay. I'm gonna save the rest of those then for my other character. Nice. Alright, you wanna buy my shit? Oh wait, no, you don't actually sell anything, right? I forgot. You buy things, right? Over here?
I run a good, honest business.
No.
He's not looking, is he?
It's all right. Let it all out.
I tried. You know, I think it's better on the way out. Sorry.
This one doesn't have much, but her space she values. Do not crowd her.
I can understand that. Your offense. Names the leaves.
Who are you? Look, I don't want any trouble.
Okay, so where... Wait. Okay, so now I need General Goods Merchant. Oh, here you are.
I'm just not spring-loaded enough to move out of Slagtown. You have to have a certain kind of smarts to escape this pile of scrap.
Oops. The hell? Hang on. Okay. So you can have this and that. I don't need that. I don't need that either. Okay. So that's where it wants me to go then. The fact that they think creaks every time I go underneath it does not make it any easier to go underneath it. I'm gonna need more lip balm soon. I'm almost out. Okay.
Mice.
I'm gonna do this first since it's closer. Ooh, I thought I would have died for sure.
I'm rather busy right now.
My items are of good quality.
My items have a good quality. Good for fucking you. Okay.
Deirado, Kaderi, Rekuta.
This is my favorite part about enchanting. It's just listening to that voice.
Deirado, Kaderi, Rekuta.
Nice.
Deirado, Kaderi, Denata. Deirado, Kaderi, Denata.
Okay, so...
Kedeko, Kaderi, Jejota. Kedeko, Kaderi, Jejota. Ode, Kaderi, Ta.
I know this is probably super tedious to watch, but someone that says 14. This one.
Deirado, Huoko, Rekuta. Deirado, Huoko, Rekuta. Kedeko, Huoko, Denata. Deirado, Deteri, Rekuta. Deirado, Deteri, Jejota.
So I have... Yeah. Okay, well, almost a 35, that's something.
What is it?
Is this where the alchemy lab is? No. Oops. That's not what I meant.
Well,
Are there other bookshelves?
well.
Well. Here it is. I walked right past it. Okay. Oh no, I don't have enough. what do they call them? Reagents. There you go. That's the word.
What?
Well, at least I was able to work on enchanting, and provisioning is now level 50, so alright. Getting shit done.
I need a break.
I need a break. Take one. And I changed up the color on my stuff, which I haven't done in a hot minute, so there's that. I mean, it looks good either way, I just felt like changing it up, so.
My functions permit me to assist all customers.
I just don't know. I always expected Clockwork City to be a bit more hospitable.
We need not the grease of luxury to find our sequence here.
Still, you never tire of it? The smell of oil or the taste of gruel?
Your mind must become a gear, a single constant winding in perfect regulation. Do not let such thoughts rust your mind.
That's true, I suppose. No use crying over spilt milk. Milk.
Okay. Man, this is a weird place. I don't think I could live here. Vivek is the one that's got, like his body is kind of split in half, right? Like a chimera. Pretty sure that's Vivek. I don't know for sure, but... Why is it so far away? Good lord. Okay, well I'm not running all the way to the other side of the fucking map for that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead. Whoops! I mean, yeah, that'll work. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and head this way, since I'm already outside of the city. Go, 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 go! What? Oh, I guess there's a wall there. Screw you. I thought that was a bridge that I could get on. Hello? Oh, it's one of those things. Come on. Thank you. What is that? See, they're bad. Why are they bad outside of the city? Okay. At least I got somewhere to come back to now. The Shadow Cleft. Hello? Hi, fruit. It's very cool. It's so cool. Wait, is that thing? Is that like a velociraptor? Oh, I'm fighting it. It is! It's like a little dinosaur thing. Oh, Steph will love that. I'm gonna take a picture. I hear a, what's it called? The, factotum. I hear one of those. Talking in its freak voice. There it is. Intruders. What are you talking about?
By Tuwaka's breath, you will talk to me! Say something, damn it! The prognosticator refuses to talk to me. I request a fortune and receive only silence. Is that what my mother died for? I will destroy the false prophet, but not by taking a hammer to its shell. Instead, I'll show my people that it isn't infallible. I'll destroy it by proving that the predictions it makes are blatant lies. To do this, we have to activate the machine. As part of every pilgrimage, the faithful have to descend into the Vale of Tears and secure a working animo core from one of the factotums that roam the area. Head down there and see if any of them have a working power source. I'll figure out how to turn the factotum on and get it to make a prediction. Look, I can't go down there. My mother's body... if I found it, I'd lose the resolve to finish this. And I have to finish this. I hope you understand.
That's fine. No big deal.
Be careful in the Vale. It's dangerous down there.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Oops. Not what I meant. I want to share this screenshot that I took of that thing so I can send it to Igby, because I think she would like it. But in order to get them, I have to share it to Facebook and then save it from Facebook. I don't know how to do it otherwise. Okay. Facebook. Okay. Well, I had to kill it. It's an enemy. I bet I have to find her body to get one that works.
Factotum beacon activated. Initiating security protocols.
Whoa. What happened?
Assessing structural integrity. Hull reflecting. Human standard awareness. Combat permission registered and logged.
Skewatons are friendly, right? 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 Yeah, they are. These things fucking creep me out. I feel like I'm gonna have to find her body in order to get a working one. Sorry, I was trying to get a good look at its back. How? No. You just keep doing whatever it is you're doing. I do kind of want to find her body, though. Mostly out of morbid curiosity. Is this her? It is her. Yes. I mean, aw. What do you have all over you? Is that oil on your face? I'm not gonna be able to read this. Okay, hang on. Malia? I know somebody named Malia. She and I are not friends. Magus commands you. Such a simple phrase, yet so full of power. I finally acquired the passphrase to unlock the secrets of the obstacle analysis factotums. The sacred text of the seal's honored assistant was instrumental in my discovery. I wonder what the mechanical creature will tell me when I finally locate it and speak the phrase. My hope is that it will provide me with the means to finally make a better life for me and my son.
Dreaming. Ishbal. Protection array calibrating.
I got it.
Awareness rating 60%.
Finally. What am I supposed to use the passphrase on again? Hang on.
Increasing visual clarity by 15%. Conducting piston check. Awareness rating stabilized.
Analysis factotum. That's what I need. So one of these. Whoop. Huh? He? Huh? Huh? What? Who? How do I use the passphrase? Oh wait, it's over there. Huh? I had the right idea. The factotum stands perfectly still as if awaiting a command.
Reflecting. Reflecting. Memory engaged. Gathering data. The Brass Fortress. Beginning evaluation and analysis. By Set's will, please state your query.
I really don't like these things.
Dreaming. Squib jelly. A rainy day. I am a first-generation analysis model factotum, specializing in gathering and analyzing data for and about the citizens of the Brass Fortress. My gears continue to spin true.
First generation? But they're on 7th generation in the Clockwork City. Why wouldn't they just destroy them? Why would they toss them out like this?
We count the number of people residing within the Brass Fortress, tracking births, deaths, illnesses, relative wealth, and poverty, all with the purpose of evaluating and predicting social trends and growth within Lord Set's creation.
What really bothers me, besides, like, the weird voice, is the clicking that you can hear. There's like a weird clicking you can hear when they're talking, and that unnerves me. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by something in Discord.
Intriguing query. That is one interpretation of our analytical capability.
It's almost like
The
a weird
ongoing
knocking
purpose of
that you can
collecting
hear when
and
they're talking. It's
analyzing
gross.
Such information is to provide Soka Seal with the data he needs to improve the lives of his subjects. Query. Reflecting. Reflecting. That information is currently unavailable. Please return to the Brass Fortress and seek out a Clockwork Apostle for further assistance in this matter.
Like it's like click click, click click, click click. My god, that's fucking...
Beginning analysis to chart possible outcomes. No relevant data in memory vaults. Error. Error. No pronouncements can be furnished without statistics to analyze. Please present yourself to a Clockwork Apostle for immediate data collection.
Well, that was weird. Let's never do that again. Alright. Okay, get the fuck out of this dump. Oh no! Oh, it's a Kagudi. I need to get up higher so I don't have to go back down.
Were you able to find an Animo core?
Yes.
I see you've brought back an Animo core. It works, I assume. Good job. While you were gone, I figured out where to install the core. There's a cavity in the machine that looks to be about the right size. I think it goes in there.
Okay, but are we gonna tell him about how we found his mother's body? Because I feel like that's something that you tell someone.
I'm not sure. I never went on a pilgrimage, so I've never seen the Grand Prognosticator in operation. My mother told me a few stories. She was always vague about the Oracle. Speaking of my mother, did you find anything else down there? How did you know? Oh, you found her. I didn't want to imagine what happened to her, but after seeing what you went through down there, Wait, how did you learn my mother's name if you just found her body? Let me see that. A passphrase. My mother never mentioned anything about a passphrase. I wonder what she hoped to learn by talking to an obsolete factotum. I remember something about a sacred text, though. I'll ask Palbatan about it later.
I don't know if that was the right choice to make.
Reflecting. Memory engaged.
Here we go again.
By the will of Set, please state your query.
It worked! Prognosticator, tell me what the fates have in store for Comet of Slagtown.
Reflecting. Charting possible outcomes. Comet of Slagtown. Minimum income. Inferior quality of life.
Great, you know all about me. But what does it mean? What's my future, you stupid construct?
Query. Reflecting. Prognostication unsatisfactory. Poor quality of life will lead to sickness, starvation, depression, and ultimately, death.
Perfectly dire. Just what I expected. And what about my friend here?
Reflecting. Reflecting. No relevant data in memory vaults. Error occurred. Please present yourself for immediate data collection.
Interesting. The prognosticator doesn't have a prophecy for you. More proof that it uses what it knows to make calculated guesses. But it predicted doom and gloom for me. Now I can change my future and show everyone that our fate isn't fixed.
This makes me think of Merida. If you could change your fate, would you? I do love that movie though. Brave. That's like, honestly, that's one of my favorite Pixar / Disney movies that have come out recently. I did watch Frozen. I think it's overrated. It's not bad. I just think that it was entirely overhyped. But I thought Brave was fucking great.
By doing the impossible, I'll find the lost treasure of the Radius. In the past, the pilgrimage included both a visit to the prognosticator and a search for the treasure. That changed after a lot of people died during an unsuccessful hunt. Palbatan survived that doomed hunt. I'll get him to tell me exactly what happened. Then, I can retrace their steps, avoid their mistakes, and find enough wealth to change my fortune. Let's go find the old man in the Brass Fortress.
Also, I want to apologize for that horrible, overacted accent I was doing. I was trying to overact it on purpose, because that's what everybody does when they're talking about the movie. But, I also realized that it was terrible in its own right, so...
By the word of Set, I am bound. No pronouncements can be furnished without proper statistics to analyze. Please provide the appropriate passphrase or present yourself to a Clockwork Apostle for immediate data collection.
I hate that goddamn clicking.
By the word of Set, invalid passphrase provided. Please present yourself to Sotha Seal's honored assistant to rectify the situation.
Anything else to say?
I'll meet you back in Slagtown. We can talk to Palbatan and find out what he knows about the lost treasure. He can also tell us about my mother's journal. I think I remember him mentioning Sotha Seal's honored assistant once or twice in the past.
Okay. So, I guess that's all for this area. So, now what? What quest do I have? The Cogs of Fate. And search for sponsor. Okay, so basically... I guess I might as well go back. Or not go back, but go all the way over there. I haven't seen Brave yet. I had planned to watch it, but I had forgotten about it until now. It's really good. Or I thought it was really good. So. I thought maybe that was a door. How do I get up? That's what I need, is to go up. You know what's funny is that this landscape looks very much like it was 3D printed. I wonder if they did that on purpose. But it looks like the stuff that comes out of 3D printers, you know? How it looks like weird and layered. But I wonder if they did that intentionally or if it was just like coincidence. Or at least some of the stuff that I've seen that's 3D printed that looks like this. Not all of it, obviously, but mostly. Maybe it's not 3D printed that I'm thinking of. Whatever. There's another thing that I saw once. It was on Instagram. But they were machines that could, I guess, like, expel clay. You know, and they would ooze it out in patterns to make something, and it would come out in layers, and it would look like these rocks. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of, not 3D printing. But it was just, it's done by an automated arm. So, but that's why I'm thinking of, ooh, hello, wow. Whatever it is, obviously I'm thinking of other automated things that I've seen. So it's still relevant. I don't know what the fuck, I just woke up. No, just leave me alone. This is actually not the direction I intended to go. I assume then that it just looks like the night sky all the time? Or is there like a daylight sort of function to the Celestiodrome? I guess we'll see. I feel like I've been here long enough for it to have changed. So, I mean, it does appear to be getting brighter, but I can't tell if maybe that's just the light from the Clockwork City. Or the brass, what the hell is it called? You know what the hell I'm saying. The Brass Fortress, that's the word. That's what they call it. Hello? Amelie Lauren? Are you a Breton? That seems like maybe a Breton name. I don't know for sure. No, you're a dark elf. Emily?
I knew that if I called out long enough, someone would find me. Quickly now, come inside. Cultists have knocked the stars from our sky, and we have to put them back before all Lord Set's memories are taken for good.
Okay, you gotta slow down. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Also, your voice is not at all what I expected.
Oh, drat. Look, it's easier to explain once we're inside the mnemonic planisphere. That's where Lord Set stores his memories by... well, it's just easier to show you first. Yes, exactly. You're a quick learner. I need someone who can fight off these cultists and help me return the stars to the planisphere sky. Please, you have to help us. This task is of the most vital importance.
Okay. We're taking a detour, doing this. Mnemonic planisphere. Ordinary people keep a journal, so the seal decided to store his memories as star data in an artificial astronomical matrix, key to his philosophical musings on the structure of the Arbus, of course. Oh, Alexia.
Quickly, follow me. The planisphere is right through this door. Astronomer! I found someone who can help us. Are you all right? Please, rest if you need it.
I have maintained these stars for millennia. Do not concern yourself.
Yes, much easier to explain now. This is the mnemonic planisphere, where Sotha sealed memories take the form of stars. We need your help to reclaim the stars that have fallen and place them back in the sky. If not, all shall be lost.
I like your nose ring.
All this knowledge! Sotha Seal's memories are our most important source of inspiration, of discovery. Without them, the Clockwork Apostles will be lost, stagnant and unguided. Please, for the sake of our most sacred knowledge, you must help.
Look, I've got nothing better to do, so why not?
Thank you for understanding what this means to my order. I need you to gather the primary stars belonging to the points of our constellations. Once enough stars are returned to the rightful place, the rest should fall into ranks. Eventually. With this. Now, this device has a very fancy, proper name, but I simply call it the Star Scooper. Use it to gather the stars you see floating around the halls, and bring it back here to the astronomer. He'll know what to do next. Questions? Let's say there's a memory that Lord Set wishes to store. First he turns the memory into a star, which forms in an associated constellation chamber. A powerful spell will form in the Mage's Wing, a great victory in the Warriors. Exactly so. It then travels to the Planisphere Center, where we teach the star its place in the sky. We send it to a forming room if Lord Set wishes to access the memory, or for apostles to study from. Each star has wisdom to share.
I mean, you can if you want. I don't know how that would look, but I mean,
well,
you can go for
that
it.
would certainly complicate things. Lord Set still remembers, but in a distant way. He can analyze these memories rationally, without their emotional attachments clouding his divine judgment. At least, that's what the astronomer told me.
Ooh. Man, your heart's beating really fast, Dee Dee.
Astronomer is the title given to the caretaker of the planisphere. Astronomer, stars, you know. The current astronomer has been around almost as long as the Clockwork City has.
No.
The blessings of a god really can do wonders for your lifespan. Why, I'm his apprentice. Sorry, should have led with that. He only recently chose me as his replacement, though I'm not sure this is a position you can just retire from, if you catch my drift. I suppose even a god's blessing can only last so long.
Yeah. So is this questline going to end with you taking his place? Because I feel like that's where it's going to lead.
All a matter of perspective here in Clockwork, age and whatnot. I assure you I've always been quite diligent in my studies, and the astronomer says I show promise. Well, I mean, he hasn't outright said that to me, but I just get that feeling. Their memories given form. Makes sense, doesn't it? After all, our thoughts are as numerous as the stars in the sky. And they're actually called multiplanar mnemonic receptacles, but I just find stars easier to say. Memories are distracting little things, and Lord Set has more of them than most of us combined. Storing them here allows him to focus his divine intellect on the current task at hand. And the tasks of a god? Very important things. I don't believe they're after memories precisely, but rather information. The Planisphere houses much of Sotha Seal's most sacred wisdom. Let all that knowledge fall into the wrong hands? I can't even imagine the vile possibilities.
Okay. Before I continue, I need to, go check on something. So, I will be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, enjoy the stance. Okay. My dad used to have nipple rings. I mean, he doesn't wear them anymore, but he did have them. Okay. Hush. Are these the things in black robes? They look like they're wearing black robes. Yeah.
Don't you want to be like the brave little Scrib? You would never cry over such a silly thing. There we go. All better. No more need for tears, my little lord.
They don't have faces. Weird. They don't have faces. That's so bizarre. What are these things? I'm interested. I mean, like, we already knew that the black robed figures were more than just, you know, conjecture. So
Now, my little lord. Let's try those tears. Everything overthinking this.
ooh.
Sneak out, we sneak back in, and no one will ever be the wiser.
Huh. Nice fucking try. Oh, you have a face. Huh. That other one, it didn't have a face. I'm liking the look of Clockworks today so far. Yeah, it is. It seems to be really interesting thus far. But this is the DLC that I had been waiting for. Since everything else had already come out. I gotta get rid of that thing. Because I don't want it anymore. But this is the one I've been waiting for.
No. Realize we're missing. Besides, what's the worst mother can do? A scolding. What, you afraid of Nanny finding out? You're an adult now.
Weird. I need one more.
What, you afraid of Nanny finding out? You're an adult now.
I want to look up this place because clearly a lot of these memories are from his childhood, because Sotha Sil is revered as a god now, but he was not always a god. You know, he and Amalexia and Vivec, I'm pretty sure they all used to be mortal. And then they gained their power. I think they took it from the heart of Lorcan, which is why Nerevar was trying to destroy them, is because he thought it was wrong for them to have all that power or something. And that's how they obtained their godlike status. They weren't, you know, born that way. They went through their lives mortal, just like everyone else, and then gained their abilities. What is this place? Planisphere. The Astronomer's Apprentice. This doesn't have a page. Why? Okay. The Astronomer's Apprentice? Apparently, there's gonna be a big decision at the end of this quest. I was trying to see if they could list all of the quotes from these things, but it looks like that's a no. Ooh. You're fast. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh no, Skivaton, I'm so sorry. There it is. Hooray. Thank you for coming to me. Which one is this one? Have I heard this one already? Yeah.
Let's try those tears. Everything will be alright.
There are only two. So I'm pretty sure this is where the words are coming from. Yeah.
Besides, what's the worst mother can do?
I want to go look at the rest of them. Yeah, I'm going to look at the rest of them. I know I've completed the quest already, but I don't care. I'm entirely too curious. What is that? Oh, that was a... Fuck. Dee Dee. What are you doing?
The planisphere should be fully operational within the week, my lord. Have you thought more on who will maintain it?
Let us not think of what it is, but what could be. A more efficient energy source that could power the most complex machines.
Do it again. Do the thing. Just only do it when I'm close.
Soul gems are common power sources, but ultimately ineffectual for more ambitious designs.
I think they each have 3 lines.
The multiplanar mnemonic receptacle should be stable enough to maintain full.
Okay, so that's 4 lines.
Animus geodes are far more powerful than common soul gems, but their uses still remain limited.
Stars, my lord. I don't wish to overstep, but the practical application of such a form. The multiplanar mnemonic receptacle should be stable enough to maintain full.
Okay, so I think that was about 6 lines. But the other ones, obviously, I was able to get the gist of those. So it was more to do with his childhood. One of them, probably from his mother, about not crying over something. Shut up. And then another, probably, it sounds like from maybe his sister or some other relative that is his own age. Dee Dee. Enough. So goddamn obnoxious. Shit. Oh, fuck my life. Okay. Do the thing.
They're living nightmares, Magus. We must destroy them.
Magus must be another name that he's referred to as then, because Magus commands you was the command for.
Part in these creatures' creation. They're abominations.
Are you talking about the factotums?
What purpose could these creatures hold for the good of none?
This is really interesting. This is the most interesting one so far.
Let us not think of what it is, but what could be. A more efficient energy source that could power the most complex machines.
I wonder if that's so the Seal's voice. Maybe he's...
Nightmares, Magus. We must destroy them.
Like, maybe he modified himself, for lack of a better word? And maybe that's his voice, and maybe that's why he sounds like that. Ooh. Okay, so there's 3 more. I'm entirely too interested. Ooh, shit. Oh, well, fuck.
To the side!
I change yourselves. I degrade
Turn out!
I change yourselves. I degrade yourself to this cursed appearance. After all, you are one of the few who can resist Azura's curse.
Okay, so I was right. He did modify himself. So that is his
Seems
voice.
Azura has kicked up quite a fuss about your newest experiment, Seal.
But Azura, they used to worship her That was one of their divine 3 that they worshipped as far as the Daedra. And
Soul gems are common power sources, but ultimately ineffectual for more ambitious designs.
yeah, but that's gotta be his voice. But Azura, she was very dissatisfied with something that Dunmer had done. I don't remember, but they used to be called Chimer, and their skin didn't used to be gray. They didn't have to, like, they didn't used to have red eyes. That only happened, you know, as far as I know, like from what I've read, that only happened after she cursed them as such. And their skin is gray because of, like, the ashes of the volcano or something, of Red Mountain.
Yes, I've heard quite a few refer to you by your new title. I think it should be obvious that I shall abstain from doing so.
Okay, so his original name must be Magus. And then his new title, Soak the Seal, must have been... That must have been something that he picked for himself. This is super interesting. I get way too into this war stuff.
I've heard quite a few refer to you by your new title.
I think that's all we're gonna get out of that one.
It should be obvious that I shall abstain from doing so.
Okay, one more time. Just in case.
Why change yourself, Caesar? Why degrade yourself to this cursed appearance?
Yeah, but, like, they didn't used to look the way that they do now. And so I think that Soak the Seal, Vivec, and Almalexia, or Vivec I think is half and half. I'm not sure about Almalexia, but I guess Soak the Seal is one of the ones who is able to retain his Chimer appearance. But I'm pretty sure Vivec has like the half and half body, so I think it's supposed to be half Chimer and then half Dunmer, is what it's supposed to look like. Woo! I noticed you guys that time. You got the drop on me. I'll give you that much. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, where the fuck did that one go? I guess I should have known that, though. Because when the thing hovers over me, it puts that thing over my head, and I saw 2 over here in the corner. I just didn't think it meant anything.
I don't wish to say goodbye. I fear I must. We're worlds apart, you and I.
So is that his sister or his lover?
You're just so cold to me. You never seem to open up. I don't wish to say goodbye. I fear I must. We're worlds apart, you and I.
I don't care about how you made this place. Tell me more about your personal life. That's what I want to know.
I can't be with you like this. We're not equals. We never have been.
That must be his lover then, because she's kind of talking like they're in a relationship, not that they're related.
I can't be with you like this.
And so, she might have been the one that was urging him to sneak out before, as well. Like earlier when I said I thought it was his sister, it might have been his lover instead. Like, they've probably known each other since they were children.
You're just so cold to me. You never seem to open
Okay, I'm gonna check it one more time. And then if it's nothing new, then we're gonna vacate and go to the last one. Come on. Come on,
I
come
don't
on.
wish to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I fear I must. We're worlds apart, you and I.
One more. And then we're done. This has been a very fruitful endeavor. What's down here? What is this? Nothing? Okay, yeah, nothing. More or less. Upper Thief's Wing? I don't need to go up there yet, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. Wait, what is this? Hush.
You can't care too much, my dear. How else will they learn to fend for themselves?
Your voice sounds weird.
Factotums will need a voice. Something consistent but easily replicable. Perhaps something comforting.
It's not comforting though, because they're not real, so...
We've cursed them all. They'll be cast out, disgraced.
What did you do?
I'll need to regulate the water cycle to create the proper
Yeah, humidity, blah blah blah.
breathable atmosphere.
Curse them? Why, we've given them the gift of divine protection. You're on board. You've just forgotten because everyone else is too scared to tell.
Aw. This is super interesting. Ooh, damn. Okay.
You can't care too much, my dear. How else will they learn to fend for themselves?
I'm gonna let it run through one more time.
You're on board.
Okay. Looks like nothing new.
You're on board.
Yeah.
You've just forgotten because everyone else is too scared.
This has been very interesting. I'm glad I stopped for this quest. Nice.
You've returned. Quickly now, give the Star Scooper to the astronomer.
Yeah, you should probably do something about your cultist infestation.
We are in a bit of a hurry here, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know the planisphere can be endlessly fascinating, especially to newcomers such as yourself.
I just wanted to see if she had anything else to say before.
You're in for a real treat. Not many get to witness this. Oh dear, that's not good. That's not good at all. Sorry, but I have to go check on something. The astronomer will explain.
Huh. That's really cool. I want the power. Oh.
6 stars refuse to answer my call, and the primary constellations remain incomplete. Their instability threatens the integrity of the entire planisphere. Unless returned, I fear all memories will be lost, even to the Clockwork God himself.
You're blind?
The planisphere was created as an extension of Lord Set's consciousness. Connected, yet apart. An endless sky of divine knowledge, perfectly preserved. We must protect the planisphere at all costs. We must help the stars remember. Memories are fragile, easily broken, easily swayed. My powers of guidance and preservation are not so easily replicated. The cultists seek to control, but only corrupt. I must stay here to keep the constellations stable. It is up to you.
Hang on.
Go to the calibration guides located upon the platforms which surround us. Use them to guide the missing stars back to their rightful place in the sky. My apprentice will show you how. I see questions are burning within you. Ask, and I may answer. They seek to control the planisphere, and believe these stars will help them with that task. The corruption is merely a result of trying to view the memory without my aid. Clockwork City was created by a god of reason. Here, knowledge is power. To control the planisphere would be to control the omni-axle, the center of the wheel. The means to change the very reality we know. A dangerous power. Do not let her cheerful demeanor fool you. Her magic is strong, and her connection to the stars is uncommonly clear. Within her, I have found the successor I've searched centuries to find. And she takes great pride in that. My apprentice is an oddity among our order, yet refuses to change. A stubbornness that will serve her well. Or perhaps be her undoing. We shall see. I know her devotion to be unwavering, for the planisphere would cease to be without an astronomer to guide it. I only have so much power left within me. She will do what is best for her god and her people. In that, I have faith. I am the astronomer, keeper of the stars. A wheel that ever turns. It goes beyond my own mere flesh. Soon, my apprentice will receive this title, and I will take my final step upon this path. I have upheld this divine task for millennia. My devotion may be unwavering, but my flesh is not. I must give this duty to another before my power fades. Only then will I allow myself to finally rest.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Ow. Meow. I'm just gonna run through it, fuck it. What are you doing? Hmm? Hmm? Okay. Stop.
Our soldiers are useless against the sheer volume of Cargranok's machines. We're sending those men out for slaughter.
Tell me more.
We can use that to our advantage. Cargranok's machines will be useless once they lie at the bottom of the sea.
We're going to win, Seal. We have to believe that. Your guidance and wisdom has been invaluable to me. Where would I be without you? I'll stand beside you, my friend, till the end. Your guidance and wisdom has been invaluable to me. Where would I be without
Sorry, I know this is taking a long time, but I'm really... I like listening to these things.
We made a pact. A vow. How could I have done this?
We're going to win, Seal. We have to believe that.
Our soldiers are useless against the sheer volume of Cargranok's machines. We're sending those men out for slaughter.
I'll stand beside you, my friend, till the end. We're going to win, Seal. We have to believe.
Okay, well this is clearly about some kind of battle.
Your guidance and wisdom is valuable.
Hush. Dee Dee. No. Shh.
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
Hush. Our mistresses. Oh no. I wonder if that lady who was expelled from the order that I was supposed to help that guy find, I wonder if she's behind all of it. Our mistress's plans for these memories are of no consequence to us, for our goal is to merely find a way to control them. That being said, controlling a god's memories is no small feat. I say this not to question her will, but rather to stress the difficulty of the task before you. It's common knowledge who has jurisdiction over them. We just need to discover how.
Watch this! Oh, right. They don't know where to go. If you can point out where they're supposed to be on the calibration guide, we can send them on their way.
How do I know?
The stars have forgotten where they belong. Use the calibration guides on the floor to show them where to go. The matching constellation on the planisphere's sky will show you the way. In the meantime, I'll continue to keep the stars stable. This is a rather tricky process. The stars are fragile things, easily overwritten by stray thoughts and memories. All my concentration is needed to keep my mind clear. The astronomer's much better at this than I am, but I'm what you have. He has to concentrate on keeping the planisphere's constellations stable. They're susceptible to breaking apart again in their incomplete state. Not only that, but I'd rather keep him from any strenuous activity. Wouldn't want him to break a hip.
I don't know that I trust her. Like, I'm starting to wonder if maybe she's fucking this up from the inside in some way. The telescope is set to view the platform's associated constellation. The empty points are where the corrupted star should be. Okay. So...
The stars have forgotten where they belong. Use...
How exactly am I supposed to do this? Oh, that's cool. There's like black sparkle thingies. Nice. Oh! No. 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 It's wrong. I didn't know what it was doing.
Try to think of where the stars in the constellations aren't. Not where they are.
Yeah. Shut up. I figured out what I did wrong already. Okay. So it's these two on the outside. This one. And this one.
Expertly done. Now, the Star Scooper kept a record of what was inside those stars. Let's have a look, shall we? A fragment in memory of Lord Set speaking to someone. This must have been what the cultists were looking for.
Stewardship of my memories carries a high price, Olvas. One that you must pay willingly.
Wait, was that the astronomer? He was so young! And with hair! Not half bad looking either.
Huh.
The stars have forgotten where they belong.
Okay. That was interesting. Wait. Okay, so we're gonna go back down here. And then I'm gonna listen to all the other thingies on the way. So I'm gonna go here next. Going the wrong way. This way? Yes. This way? Also yes.
Maintaining detection state 5.
Huh. Okay, well this is not what I expected. So it must only be the smaller one, so there's only one more over there. Oh shit. I'm gonna look around to see if there's another letter. Ooh.
How dare you get in the way of our mistress's plans? Strike now!
Not exactly what I intended, but it'll do. I want to know more about this mistress. I know this is tedious, me checking all the bookshelves, but there's a lot of things that they added with this DLC that I don't have, and I'm kind of a completionist, so ideally I would like to have everything possible in this game ever, if I had my way. Hey look, another letter! Great. The astronomer's command over these stars is great, but he did not come upon this power naturally. We now know that he was given this ability, along with a seemingly endless lifespan. How this power was given, or what exactly it is, well, we're not sure, but we know how to find out. Now is the time to strike, while his control over the planisphere wanes. Luck could not be more on our side. That was the only page, right? No, it wasn't. Or perhaps our mistress has given us more aid than I first believed. No matter, we all know the value of acting quickly before the opportunity is lost. I don't know why I didn't check to see if it had more than one page before. Oops. What are you doing? Okay. So, in the middle, and then bottom left. Oops. Okay, yeah. Hush.
It appears as though we make a rather good team.
So be it. I'll leave you the knowledge of this spell to bestow upon your successor when the time comes.
Maybe the cultists want to learn how to perform the spell.
Probably.
The stars have forgotten.
Never mind. Shut up. Okay. Hello? Okay. This has proven to be a really, really interesting quest. It's not how I go. Not the way I go. Whoops. That's also the wrong way. Fuck. Ooh. I don't know how the hell I managed that. Fuck. Shit. God damn it.
Factotums will need a voice. Something consistent but easily replicable. Perhaps something comforting.
You wish me to go to this location, Lord Sothasil? I would be happy to. It should only take a few years to walk there.
Creepy.
Are you content, Lord Sothasil? Is there anything I can retrieve for you? A book, perhaps? Something to eat?
That's clearly a factotum with the clicking.
My friend, what have I become?
How may I serve you today, Lord Sothasil? Do you need your clothes washed? Your hair washed? Any pets washed? Are you content, Lord Sothasil? Is there anything I can retrieve for you? A book, perhaps? Something to eat?
That thing sounds incredibly annoying.
How may I serve you today, Lord Sothasil? Do you need your clothes washed? Your hair washed? Any pets washed?
Okay, tell me something else.
I would be happy to. How may I serve you today, Lord Sothasil?
Oh my god. Stop, stop,
Hair
stop.
washed? Any pets washed?
Anything else more interesting than you?
Are you content, Lord Sothasil?
Okay, well, it looks like it's just a fucking factotum rambling on and on and on and on and on.
Try all you might. I'll just take the stars again. Right after taking your life!
Okay, so let's check over here first. I assume there's going to be one more letter to read once we get up that other level. Yeah, there's another letter up there. I'm gonna check this other room first. Oops. Bookshelf's empty. I'm like, why won't it let me read it? Okay. Another letter. From some bookshelves. Stealing the stars. Knocking down the stars we need is a delicate process. You'll have to be careful. Those memories are almost impossible to tell apart, and I don't want us to be running around the halls trying to find the ones we need. It'll take patience and precision, something I know that many of our members lack. Remember that she does not tolerate failure well. Okay, so top right, bottom left. The old and modern world like blend in technology with a dash of magic, and this DLC is making me want to play BioShock. I've never played BioShock myself. Okay, wait a second. The very bottom. This one. On the leggy. Okay.
You have to be careful with these. It's easy to overwrite memories with your own.
Of course, my lord, but will it hurt?
You will not remember.
That doesn't sound very good. What happened in this memory? We've collected all the memory fragments we need. Let's head back to the Planisphere Center so we can watch the whole thing.
Man, I want to teleport like that. Hey Drac, what's up? I'm okay, I guess. Just been kinda meh. My mood's been pretty shit all day. And I'm sore and tired. The huge. But nothing too terribly bad, I guess.
Now that we pretend the stars and recovered the memory fragments, the astronomer can use the nemograph here to play the full memory back. I'm rather curious about its contents. We need to be able to reform memories at a moment's notice. After all, apostles often travel from the Brass Fortress to research Lord Set's thoughts. This nemograph translates the starlight into a visual form. I just know it's him. It looks like he's receiving some sort of boon from Lord Set, but I don't understand why that would be important to the cultists. I doubt you can easily replicate the powers of a god, even with the memory of the spell.
Stewardship of my memories carries a high price, Orvas. One that you must pay willingly.
I understand. I'd sacrifice anything to serve you, my lord. Even my memory.
Wait, the sacrifice
So
is
be it.
his memory?
I'll leave you the knowledge of this spell to bestow upon your successor when the time comes.
Of course, my lord, but will it hurt?
You will not remember.
No!
Now you know the truth. It is time.
You never told me of this sacrifice. My life, yes, I'll give it. But my mind, my whole being.
Speak with her.
I mean, I do feel like you should have maybe said something before.
Go to Amelie. Perhaps you will help her find the answer she seeks. Yes, I have no memories of my life before the Planisphere, or why I agreed to become what I am. But I hold no regrets. My path was set before me, and I walk it ever faithful. Amelie knows that this is her duty. Speak to her, and you will see.
She should have a choice. I don't care about duty. What is it that you were supposed to say? When? All I did was respond to how are you. Beyond that, I don't really know. So many bookshelves. Oh yeah, no. It's just commentary, I guess. I'm checking all these bookshelves first. Okay. Amelie, what's up?
I know my duty. My whole life has been devoted to this path laid before me. I know the risks. The repercussions to the Planisphere should I refuse. The repercussions to my god. Why then?
Tawny.
Why am I so scared? Manipulating the stars requires severe concentration. They're easily corrupted by stray thoughts, rendering them useless. Not having a memory must help ease that burden. The excitement of becoming an apostle, my frustration when so many doubted me, how nervous I was for my first kiss. To give it all away, I would lose more than my memories. I would lose myself. I know the astronomer's power is fading. I feel it. He needs to transfer his power, and soon. If he dies before another apprentice could be found, Planisphere needs me. my god needs me. Can I really be so selfish?
Okay. Hang on a second, because this is not one of those permanent choices, and I'm not gonna make it lightly. So, we're gonna back out of this, so I don't fuck it up accidentally. The Astronomer's Apprentice is what this quest is called. But there's gotta be something on the forums or somewhere. Speaking of forums, I probably need to update my signature. Hogwarts City spoilers. It's fine, I'm at the end of the quest, I don't care. I got to the end of Astronomer's Apprentice and now I'm really conflicted. What did you choose? What were your reasons? What happens? I feel really bad for the girl and memory loss is a terrible thing, but there's so much knowledge at risk here, so I really don't know what to do. Okay. So. What I'm seeing is, if my problem here is now that she knows the risk, she seems hesitant. So is it really right for me to convince her to go through with it anyway? If I have to convince her, is she really going of her own volition? Or am I forcing her hand in doing so? Like, why wouldn't you just be upfront about the cost and let someone who is willing to take that risk, take the risk, you know, as far as becoming a replacement? I just don't. I don't know. It doesn't really feel right to convince her to stay and go through with it if she is so concerned. And the fact that she didn't know anything beforehand before she undertook this thing. Like, if she had known before, would it have been different? You know, would she have agreed to anyway? I mean, and even if she had, the point is that they took away her choice by not telling her. You know, she didn't get to make that choice. It was just kind of forced upon her, and they just thought that she would accept it. And she probably would not have found out, ever. It would have been too late. He probably would have performed the spell, and nothing would have ever happened had these cultists not come in and tried to extract the memories themselves. And I looked up the choices because, you know, I don't like making blind choices like this because I don't want to fuck up my game. But basically, if she refuses to become the next astronomer, she'll tell the old one that she'll find someone to take over. And he accepts her choice but banishes her from the order until she brings a new candidate to them. And that's what happens. But if she accepts her duty, then the spell is cast on her by the old astronomer. And then he says that he can finally rest and he turns to ashes. She will no longer recognize me She will have very faint feelings, but she won't be able to place them. And then her cheerful demeanor, her personality that we see, it'll be gone. So, and then someone else says that if you release her from her duty, that you can bump into her again later. And then someone else made a point saying that she said she was willing to risk her life. But, you know, being willing to die, like, that's ceasing to exist in two very different ways. You know, your body will continue to exist, but who you were, the very fabric of your being, will be gone. And so is it worth continuing to exist if you don't have that anymore? And dying is, you know, and not even in this world, it's not ceasing to exist, because there are various afterlives. So, but even in death, she would still know who she was. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable making her stay, so I'm probably not.
I know my duty. Manipulating the excitement. I know the astronomer's power is fading. I feel I've always been a Millie. Good for a joke, here for a laugh.
Tawny.
Surely that's my purpose in life. I can best serve Lord Set by bringing both joy and discovery. I've made my choice. Will you stand with me as I tell the astronomer? You make me feel brave.
Of course. I just wanted you to be able to make your own decision. To have an actual choice in, like, what your life will be. It's just like the orc who, you know, her duty was to stay.
Astronomer, I just can't do it. I just can't give up who I am. I can better serve Lord Set as myself, and I'll find someone to take my place. I swear it. Someone willing.
So be it. You have made your choice, Apostle. And now you will bear the consequence. You will be shunned from our order. Cast out until the time which you can undo the wrong you have begot upon your people. Until you have brought me my successor.
I'll do it. I'll accept this fate.
May Sothasil watch over your path, for I can no longer guide you.
I mean, surely there's someone out there who will be totally okay with losing all their fucking memories.
What is it that you want? I have maintained this position for over a millennium. It is my sole purpose, the path given to me by the divine metronome. I have no regrets. I thank you for your efforts. A reward is common for these situations, yes? Here you are. I must attend to the planisphere. I have much to prepare, and for the first time within my memory, I feel the weight of my hours. Still, you have done much for these sacred halls. What is it that you wish to ask? The cultists corrupted many mnemonic receptacles in their search for information. It will take time to restore these memories and guide them to their place in the sky.
It is 2:30 in the fucking morning.
They are of little concern to me. Once the stars are guided, I shall focus my energies on expelling them from the planisphere. Until then, my power will be sufficient to keep them at bay.
I assume she's gone then, from this place. I would assume so, since she was banished from the Order. But I don't think it's fair to ask someone to overtake something and not tell them all the consequences of the choice they make when they agree to undertake something, you know? I don't think that's right. It's just like when you have to have a surgery, right? And it's surgery you know you need to have, and you agree to have it, but they don't tell you everything that could happen. You know, they don't tell you all the risks associated with the surgery. And so then if you give your consent, you're not giving your fully informed consent, and that can change whether you would have actually given your consent in the first place. Because if you had known what you knew after you had given consent, would you still have given consent in the first place? You know, so it's just, when I think about it like that, it's just not right. Hey, look, actually daytime. Interesting. It looks weird. But that's the way that I'm rationalizing it. Is that, like, if it were that kind of situation, you know, the refurbishing yard. Ooh. Meyer Mechanica? Oh, that's down there. I don't need... Well, there's a path down. I can probably take that path down then. Okay, I'm gonna find this first. And then, like, wanna go find the refurbishing yard, and then I'm gonna discover that, maybe, if I can. Okay. I would assume I stay on this lower level to find this. DD. This music is really interesting. Oh, I already discovered it. Well, fuck. You don't have to go in there. Hey, I didn't expect there to be people in here.
No one quite knows how Barrelzar left the Clockwork City, but it's a rare and powerful ability to be able to do so.
Who? Okay. Well, I've got that. I've got plenty of gold, and frankly, I don't feel like walking all the way fucking back, so... Lazy! I want to go get that quest that I saw. And then depending on where that takes me, I'm either going to do that one, or I'm going to continue on to get those mushrooms that that guy wants. Is that someone's pet? No, it's a Gloam Wolf? Ooh, I want to see. Oh my god, you're so cool. You are so cool. Wow. Woo! You scared me. You are righteous. Holy shit. Wow, that is super cool. Super fucking neato. Anyway, focusing. I got really into that last quest. I hope the next one is just as interesting. What would you have picked? I assume you heard all my commentary about it. Hey girl, what's up? You need some help? Hey, what that is? The House of Troubles. Hey, that's a book in somewhere else, I think. Who is playing that?
Select me for sure. I can feel the gears rotating in my direction. Welcome, friend. Come, join our celebration on this glorious and special day.
Yeah, if she had consented knowing what would happen, that would be different, but she took on the duty without being given all the information, which could have influenced her original agreement. And I just didn't feel like it was right to coerce her, essentially, because that's what that is. She was expressing hesitance, reluctance, and I just don't feel like it's not my place to tell her to do it anyway, if she's clearly not comfortable undertaking it, knowing what the risks are. You know, she's not ready to lose herself to sacrifice her being. Then why tell her to? You know, this doesn't make any sense.
Today is the day that Lector Naril declares a new apprentice. I've improved my botanical knowledge and skills considerably since the selection day last year. I hope he sees how much I can help him in his work. The Everwound Wellspring, a wondrous oasis in this mechanical desert. Sotha Seal created the place, but the Lector made plants grow in the metallic soil. Once every year, he distributes food and chooses an apprentice. You should come with me and see. In the past, the wellspring was accessible to everyone. Lector Naril started the tradition of the annual harvest and apprentice selection.
Okay, wait.
Oh no. So many.
I'm sure they'll...
harvest in a moment, but first, I shall name my new apprentice. Sherazar, the Everwound Wellspring welcomes you as its new apprentice. The rest
Why do you
of
look like that?
Come in and claim your portion of the harvest.
Thank the great gear. Let's go inside.
Why does she sound like Barbie? What were you guys all looking up at? Am I missing something? Did I talk to any of you? No? Okay, well that was fucking weird. I like that all my outfits pretty much look equally good in either color scheme I put them in. Like they're both purple and black. They're just different shades of purple and black. Yeah, that was fucking weird. I don't know what the hell they were looking up at. I couldn't figure it out. And then also she sounded entirely too much like fucking Barbie. Come on, guys, let's go! Like, are we gonna fucking get in the Barbie mobile and, like, zoom off? Like, what the hell? Why are you talking like that? Nice bum, where are you from? Meow. My chest itches. Okay.
Red totems will continue to gather the harvest and bring the containers here. In the meantime, use the lift and come see our oasis.
This seems sus. Your character, of course. Yeah, I figured. You haven't seen my bum, so You wouldn't be able to ask me that.
I always share a few words of advice with the hopefuls that weren't selected before I take the new apprentice under my wing. The Everwound Wellspring provides excellent opportunities for the novice apostles.
Okay.
You must be one of the new arrivals I've heard so much about. Everything in the Clockwork City, the soil, the flora, the fauna, it's all composed of gears and pistons and metal. It's like that everywhere. Everywhere, that is, except here. Because Sotha Seal set the wellspring in this metallic desert and blessed it with a reservoir of water. An exceedingly rare thing in the Clockwork City. He planned to create an oasis, but moved on to other projects before the task was done. We had water and a pressing need. It didn't take me long to figure out how to make actual living plants grow in this artificial soil. Now, save your questions and let me show you some of the wonders of the Everwound Wellspring.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get the last of my soda out of this cup.
Come, everyone. Follow me into the viewing garden.
This whole thing seems like weird. Why does everything about this place creep me
The
out?
wellspring enjoyed a bountiful harvest. Let me show you how we accomplish our miracles.
Stop.
Simulated sunlight allows our trees to
Stop.
produce fruit sweeter than the orchards of Vardenfell.
I don't like these fucking factorums. Factotums, whatever.
These pipes carry an alchemical solution that nourishes our plants. Factotums harvest the plants and pack them in special containers to keep them fresh before we distribute them to Clockwork City. We take clippings from the most robust plants to produce stronger varieties. Someday, we'll be able to grow plants outside these walls. Every season, we share our bounty and select a new apprentice from among the novice apostles. By the way, where did my new apprentice wander off to?
Huh. Yeah, he talks entirely too fucking much. He sounds like he's giving a presentation about everything.
My new apprentice, Sherazar. Where did she disappear to? Oh, she's off to a bad start. A very bad start.
A very bad start. Yeah, I fucking get it, alright. Fucking...
And have two novices wandering around the oasis unsupervised? Very well.
I'm not a novice.
Go
I'm not even here for
Sherazar
that.
and return to me with all due haste.
Shut the
Quickly
hell
now.
up.
The work of the Wellspring can't wait for an idle apprentice.
Okay, like, also, why do you look super fucking old, but, like, sound not super fucking old? I'm very confused.
That's a complicated subject, and one better left to the actual apprentices. Suffice it to say that the process involves water treated with our chemical nutrients and other solutions, as well as our simulated sunlight. That would require an even more complicated answer. Suffice it to say that we use lenses, crystals, and a unique power source to create life-giving light similar to Nerd's sun. But without the apprentices, none of this would be possible.
Okay, see, no. I told you guys. This is creeping me out. Okay, without the apprentices, none of this would be possible. A unique power source. You're killing them to power your shit. That's what I'm hearing. Is that you're ripping their souls out of their body to power your artificial sunlight to grow shit. That's why you need so many fucking apprentices.
My program provides an opportunity to work outside the Clockwork Basilica, Lets them try their hand at something different. Besides, keeping the wellspring going requires a lot of bodies.
Oh, I'm sure it
You'd
does.
be surprised at what's required to make my plants grow.
Actually, no, I wouldn't, because I've already figured out your whole little fucking scheme. You're not being very subtle here. You're being, like, very... Like, other people be like, wow, what a weird choice of words, but no, you're setting on my heebie-jeebie meter real fucking bad here, guy. It requires a lot of bodies. Like, that's something a serial killer would say. You sound like that guy from, like, what is it, Secret Window, Secret Garden or something? You know, how do you grow your corn real good? Like, bury dead people in the fucking garden, that's how, like, okay. Nah, this ain't gonna, Like, and you've noticed, there's no other actual people working here. Where did the other apprentices go, huh? They're fucking dead. They're dead. They are dead. Super fucking dead. Okay, wait. Ha. I'm not completely stupid. Fungal? Ew. There's something not right about this place. You know this too, right?
This was supposed to be a special day, but it turned out all wrong. There's something not right with this oasis.
Okay, look, I've already fucking figured it out. And it's like, that's another thing, is that my character is designed to be really fucking stupid. Like, I already know what's going on. I already know. But, like, we have to sit here and they have to explain it to me anyway. Like, I don't fucking know because my character's got no fucking clue what's going on.
Sometimes a gear slips or a cylinder throws a piston. This place reminds me of that. Specifically, I saw my old friend Shirhari down one of the corridors. When I tried to go talk to her, the factotums blocked my path. They drove me off.
Probably because she's got no soul and she's like an empty husk. I don't know.
That's the question, isn't it? And it's the reason I have a bad feeling all of a sudden.
Wow, your heebie-jeebie meter must be
Where an
super
apprentice
fucked.
can go? And why refuse to let me talk to Shirhari? It makes no sense.
You know what also makes no sense? Like, how broken is your heebie-jeebie meter that this place didn't set you off until actually when you got in here? Like, he was setting me off as soon as he started talking. Just, never mind.
No,
whatever.
I'd rather speak to Shirhari. I know her. I trust her. Lector Naril? He's still a stranger to me. Will you help me get past the factotum so I can talk to my old friend?
Can you alter the octave or the way you're talking or something and stop sounding like a Kelly knockoff? It takes a lot of bodies.
Sherazar. Oh, this one purrs at the sight of you.
It's so good to see you too, Shirhari.
Okay.
You shouldn't wander the wellspring unsupervised. It's dangerous. The factotums don't respond well to visitors they haven't been formulated to recognize. And the fabricants, they're just mean.
Okay, so I guess you still have your soul and you're not dead, so what the fuck?
A new apprentice? Really? But what does Shirhari know of such things? This one works in the dark and grows fungi, molds, and mosses. The Lector keeps me too busy for other concerns. Shirhari doubts there's anything sinister going on. Sothasil blessed the wellspring with water, and Lector Naril's alchemical solutions make it possible to grow plants. It's good to see Sherazar, though. We could use the help. Apprentice? Sherazar is the first new apprentice to enter the wellspring in years. The Lector stopped selecting apprentices after poor Cathal's accident. At least, that's how this one understands things. I suppose Idrono might know differently.
Okay. Theory time. Okay, so Gathal had an accident. He died, right? But then maybe Lecter, whatever the fuck his name is, Hannibal Lecter. Anyway, but maybe he saw how this guy's death benefited the plants, and so he decided to keep up the ruse of accepting apprentices under the guise of getting more bodies for his plants. And maybe the apprentices that he was accepting before, he still uses them for their labor, but keeps them in the dark about what's actually going on. This is all really weird.
Idrono works with Shihari. He attempts to grow non-fungal plant life in harsh conditions. Since you're going to speak to him, could you bring along some of my mushrooms? But not the poisonous ones. He hates those. Idrono will be grateful for the fungi samples, even if he seems agitated. He gets that way during the harvest. Make sure to bring him safe ones, though. My notes can help you identify the various types we grow. No. Only the Lector can do such things. But perhaps this one has the next best thing. My plaque of safe passage. As long as you carry it, the factotums should leave you alone. Take it. It won't stop fabricants, however, so be wary of those beasts. Shirhari will be fine. There is much to do right here, and the factotums are formulated to recognize me. The plaque is a precaution, for the most part. This one will get another one before the next work cycle begins.
Okay, so where are your notes so I don't get poisonous mushrooms? Oh my god, I can't read this. Okay, it's gonna take a minute because again, I've gotta read it on my computer instead of on my TV because I can't fucking see it. Warning: reactions with Clockwork City soil may radically change a mushroom strain's expected properties. Only imbibe fungi after extensive testing using fabricant subjects. Okay, strain A-01-K, large, flat caps red, one stalk and cluster always white. Subject exhibited difficulty keeping balance after eating a sample. 3 gear kicks later, subject charged in unpredictable directions, often losing its balance while doing so. This resulted in a short delay in experimentations as factotums repaired damage to nearby equipment. Strain B-01-T, medium-sized, puffy caps, white with blood-red spots. Subject ate sample rapidly, then proceeded to the next factotums. Okay, hang on, there's gonna be a delay. Factotums... blah blah blah. Factotums had to react quickly to prevent subject from eating the entire batch. Okay, strain C-02-K, large white pods with black spots, grows in 2 and 3 pod clusters. Tested a 2-pod cluster. Subject grew sick and died shortly after ingestion. Spore pods then grew on subject and burst when... Oh god, no, that sounds like a, that sounds like an SCP. Ew. Evacuated lab until factotums eradicated all spores. Note, workout containment procedures before testing 3-pod cluster. Strain D-01-K, large, round, slimy caps mottled yellow and white. Subject started uncontrollably shivering after eating sample. Attempts by factotums to provide warmth failed. As subject was no longer of experimental use, it was disposed of. Strain E-02-K, large to huge, drooping caps gray. Subject's first attempt to consume a fully mature specimen resulted in the loss of several teeth and a minor stress fracture to the what? Minor stress fracture to the lower mandibular enhancement. Oh, it broke its jaw? Factotums coaxed subject to make a second attempt with an immature, smaller specimen. Subject extracted and ate the warts on the stalk with no ill effect. Note, attempt to create weapons and armor out of mature stalks. That's gotta be the iron hide or whatever it is. Iron stalk mushrooms or whatever that I'm supposed to be getting. Okay, strain F-03-T, medium-sized wavy cap set in tiers, orange with white rim. Subject immediately evacuated contents of stomach onto the floor. Sent a sample to Idrano for analysis. Note, reformulate factotums to ignore stains on the floor. They become too obsessed at maintaining sanitary conditions. Strain G-02-K. Large, bowl-shaped. I can't read. Calves, mottled tan and orange with white-purple stalk. Subject devoured the sample and did not exhibit signs of hunger for 2 days after ingestion. Note, conduct further experiments on the nutritional effects of this strain. To determine cost effectiveness as it is particularly labor intensive to cultivate. Okay, so sounds like the only one that's not poisonous is that last one. Which one should I get? I'm sorry, hang on. I don't remember exactly what they look like. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, I feel like G is the best one to get. So that's A right there. So what's this one? Also A. Is this one also A? No, this is D. This is B. I need G. D. B. A. Give me the map. C. Here's G. C. Is this G here? No, that's F. Stop. F, E, C, I forgot about the fabricants. Okay, so I guess there's 3 different types of safe mushrooms. Let me look again. Oh, thank God. Okay. Now I can actually read it. Okay. A sounds poisonous. B doesn't sound poisonous, but still sounds bad. C is definitely poisonous. D doesn't sound good. E also sounds bad. Okay, and F also sounds poisonous. So, what exactly, like, there's gotta be more samples of G, right? Hang on. What's this called? Oasis in a metal desert. Oasis in a metal... Nope. Desert. Okay. Let me see what I can find. Okay, it doesn't tell me what fucking mushrooms. Why? Just give me the answer. I've already tried to figure it out, but every single one of them sounds bad except for the last one. Ow. Okay. I need to look at the forums. That's what I need. General ESO discussion. I need Oasis in a metal... Stop! Metal desert. Okay, Clockwork City? I might have to watch a video because, like, I'm worried that I'm gonna fuck this up. So, son of a bitch. I like that my mouse has back and forward buttons. Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna get off of my thingy. I'm gonna mute the microphone and watch this video.
apprentice. If you can hear my voice, step to the nearest speaking tube this instant.
Yeah, it was. Sorry. What I was saying though was that according to the video I watched, it was G, E, and B that I needed. So that's just what I gathered, and I said hopefully that this was right.
This is Lecter Naril talking to you through this speaking tube. I assume that you and Sherazar have been exploring the wellspring. We've built something impressive here, don't you think?
Why are you so, like, unnecessarily, like, ominous? You're not very good at, like, actually being subtle, you know? Like, I know it's probably supposed to be subtle, but it really isn't. It's, like, it's glaring. Very suspicious.
Other apprentices? Oh, you mean Sherazar's predecessors, the ones selected during the past few harvests. About them, well, they've been dealing with a very special experiment. Utterly secret, you understand?
Yeah, I'm sure. You fucking freak.
Certainly. Just as soon as you report to me. I must complete Sherazar's orientation and training. Some parts of the wellspring can be extremely dangerous. I'll expect you back in the viewing garden before 3 gears click into place.
Yeah, no fucking problem there, pal. But hopefully you'll be able to hear me now. If not, then let me know.
A new apprentice? How curious. And are those samples of Shirahari's mushrooms? Excellent. I've been anxious to taste the new harvest. Texture similar to guarhide. Flavor equivalent to wet moss. Not what I hoped for.
Okay, cool.
Interesting question. As far as I know, no new apprentices have entered the wellspring since Garthel's accident. But I have a bigger concern. At least Shirahari can grow mushrooms. My plants refuse to live no matter what I do.
They won't live without the bodies.
Of course. Lecter Narl tasked each of us with a different experiment. I'm attempting to grow plants without the benefit of the simulated sunlight. I haven't had any success so far, but someone has to tackle the difficult experiments, I suppose. Lecter Narl developed it using techniques he still refuses to share. The simulated sunlight provides nourishing energy that makes most of the plants we grow thrive.
Harvested from
Not
souls.
my plants, mind you. Oh, no, that would ruin the experiment. O'Towen's been with Lecter Narl the longest. She might know something more. You'll need to cross my garden to reach her. Just watch out for the blasted fabricants. They keep eating my plants and clogging up the gears. I just don't understand why my plants won't grow while Shihari and O'Towen have no trouble making things bloom. It's an absolute annoyance. And so are those fabricants. Feel free to smash them to bits on your way through the garden. What's to tell? Garthal died. Happened in Lecter Narl's private workshop. We're not allowed in there anymore. Now let me think. I need to figure out how to make my plants do something. Anything other than wither and die.
Have you tried using the remains of the deceased? I recommend it. Wow. That thing is fucking huge. That looks bigger than any Kagudi fabricant that I've ever seen. Or any Kagudi for that matter. Look how fucking huge it is. Let's fucking go. Nice. I just did that for shits and giggles, honestly. It was so big I couldn't resist. Somebody tell me what really happened to us all, because we all know that shit wasn't a fucking accident. Well, I mean, I guess it could have been, and then it could have been like, oh.
If you can hear my voice, step to the nearest speaking tube this instant.
So if it was an accident, then he used the accident to his advantage. But I doubt that it was an accident, because he kind of sounds like a homicidal maniac.
This is Lecter Naril talking to you through this speaking tube.
Tube?
I had such high hopes for you, Sherazar. Why do you defy me?
Why do you sound like a psycho?
I see. And does this have to do with the endeavors of the Wellspring? I suppose I can't fault you for your initiative and willingness to get right to work. I just wish you would have waited before you presented yourselves to my other apprentices. Prohibited? That's a harsh word. No, we don't have any restrictions in the Wellspring. But Sherazar will have a better understanding of how things work here once she returns to me and completes her orientation and training.
Like, also, like, this is Lecter Naril speaking to you through this speaking tube? Like, who else could it possibly be? Like, I recognize your asshole voice by now.
Did he? My workshop isn't restricted. It's just private. You must see the necessity for a space of my own. No matter. Finish your task and we can discuss this in more detail. I have impressive plans for you and my new apprentice.
Well, I'm sure. I threw a wrench in your plans, and so now you're gonna fucking sacrifice me to whatever fucking stuff you're doing. Hey, girl. Man.
Interruptions are counterproductive. The 7th law of Gears teaches us that. Well, since you've already distracted me, you might as well tell me what you want. Idrono. His experiment was doomed from the beginning. You can't grow plants without a source of nourishing light. My plants thrive thanks to the use of Lecter Naril's simulated sunlight. But I wasn't informed we were getting new apprentices. That was the practice until Gathal died. Then the Lecter sealed his private workshop and gave us these experiments to conduct while he perfected his simulated sunlight. It makes our annual harvest possible. If there were other apprentices, I'd know.
Okay, you're being really weird. Like, you seem like that dog that's acting like it has to hike its leg on everything, mark your territory, that kind of thing. So I need you to knock it the fuck off with that, because it ain't cute. Alright?
I suppose Lecter Naril could have more apprentices toiling in his private workshop. He keeps numerous secrets, so what's a few more? You can enter the workshop through the busted vent over there. Ignorance of his rules might grant you some leeway. Lecter Naril's private workshop is restricted, but I don't expect you to find anything. If he catches you snooping around, feign ignorance and beg forgiveness. What's the worst he could do? I suppose he could turn you into plant food.
Yeah, you say that ironically, but he is actually turning people into plant food. So, there's that.
Lecter Naril is one of the most respected clockwork apostles currently operating within Lord Set's great experiment. Every novice wants to become his apprentice, and every sentient in the Brass Fortress hopes to partake of his bountiful harvests. That's a long and complicated tale. The short form is that he was one of Sotha Seal's most trusted warrior scholars. When our great master abandoned the Wellspring for other endeavors, Naril stepped in to fill the gap. He's been here ever since.
Yeah, that whole story is probably bullshit too, if I had to guess. Like, maybe Sotha Seal abandoned this project because he knew it wasn't gonna work. And that's why he quit pursuing it, is because he knew that there was no way for him to make it work. And so this guy wouldn't let it fucking go, and then he kept trying and trying and trying, and then found out that dead bodies work just fine.
An unfortunate factotum accident. Happens occasionally.
Factotum
Sometimes the bulk
accident?
contraptions just get overheated and
Shut up.
explode. That's why I prefer to work at a significant distance from the machines. Say, a good 30 paces or thereabouts.
Okay, great. So now factotums are in on this shit too. And I've already said 1,000,000,000 times that I don't trust these fuckers. I don't. I don't like AI robot bullshit. I don't trust them. I don't like them.
Lecter Naryl's an unfortunate factotum accident.
Never mind.
I don't feel perfectly aligned with sneaking into Lecter Narl's private workshop, but we need to determine the truth about the apprentices that entered the wellspring after Gothal died.
I hate that noise. Hate that noise. Hate it.
I'm very disappointed, Sherazar. Shirhari's plaque of safe passage has been rendered inoperable. Now, return to me immediately.
Fuck off. I do what I want.
Lecter Narl's a clockwork apostle. He must keep meticulous notes. We need to examine them.
Oh, hello? Narl's notes origins. Oh god. Okay. Give me a second, let me wait for it to get on the computer. So I can read it properly. Stop. Okay. Sotha Sil manipulated the mathematics and applied the magic necessary to call forth a huge reservoir of water, which he placed within a chasm in the Clockwork City. He sealed the great pool beneath a thick layer of metallic soil with the intention of creating a lush oasis inside his mechanical wonder. He called it the Everwound Spring and explained a little of his grand plan to his apostles, but the clockwork god, easily distracted by other challenges and countless mysteries, stepped away to deal with other things and never returned. In time, his apostles moved on as well, all except for me. I believed in the Oasis project. I understood the vital need it fulfilled for the Clockwork City, so I began to work on the wellspring myself, eventually attracting apprentices of my own. Soon, this compound rose up from the... what? From the metallic dust, and our experiments took on greater depth and significance. Our earliest successes revolved around mosses, molds, and fungi, living creatures that could thrive in a dark environment with nothing more than water and a bit of fertilizer to nourish them. Bolstered by our accomplishment, I set our sights on the most elusive prize. I turned our efforts to growing actual fruits, plants, and vegetables to supplement the diets in the Clockwork City's living inhabitants.
The story of how the Everwound Wellspring was created. Lecter Narl picked up where Sotha Sil left off.
I know this is probably weird for you guys to have to like watch it and my reading be out of sync, but I don't really have a choice because, like I said, it hurts my eyes to look at it on the TV. Stop.
By set switch, I am now calculating patrol subroutines.
Okay. Apprentice Gathal, and Apprentice Otoan shine as my best and most promising acolytes. Even Sotha Sil would be impressed with their accomplishments on behalf of the wellspring. We've expanded our gardens from mushrooms and other fungi to include groves for fruit-bearing trees, fields for vegetable-yielding plants, and plots for flowers and other flora. To achieve the goals I set forth, we need a powerful solution of alchemical nutrients that would provide the essential elements missing from the Clockwork City. After an extensive period of trial and error, I finally hit upon the perfect combination of alchemical compounds. With the help of our factotums, we created a series of pipes and holding tanks where we could treat the water and then use it to irrigate the groves and... The groves and... okay. Groves and gardens, our initial seeds sprouted perfectly, receiving vital nutrients from the alchemically treated water. On the verge of our biggest, most varied harvest to date, something unforeseen happened. No matter how much we cared for them, the trees and plants withered and died before they could blossom. It was a crushing day for the Everwild Wellspring.
The early experiments failed, even though Lecter Naro perfected his alchemical solution. I wonder how they solved the problem.
You know, the artificial sunlight that they keep talking about? That thing? Yeah. That probably has something to do with it. Also, dead people. Just say it. Like, just throwing that out there. Since you were too dumb to piece it together. Dee Dee, shut up. Hey, Dee Dee. You better knock it off, do you hear me? Hang on. Okay, you should be able to hear me again. After I finish this quest line, I'm probably gonna call it a night, because it's like 3:30? Yeah, 3:30. It was my apprentice Gathal, my most favored protege, who determined the terrible problem facing us. The Clockwork Sun is neither the warmth nor the life-giving properties of the sun that hangs in the sky above Nirn. I'm out of breath. Once Gathal pointed this out, it seemed so obvious. The Clockwork Sun provides light and gives us a consistent day-night cycle, but it does nothing to help the Wellspring's plants grow. We needed our own source of nourishing light. With that decided, Gathal and I know I keep switching up the way that I
never knew what went into making the Wellspring work.
Oh, fuck.
I wonder how they finally got the simulated sunlight to nourish the plants.
Okay, I'm sorry. I heard that thing moving and I was like scared that I was too close. Okay. We needed our own source of nourishing light. With that decided, Gathal and I set up to work to invent a device that could replicate Nirn's sun. I know I keep switching up the way that I'm pronouncing his name, but it's because like I'm torn between the way that I naturally want to pronounce it and then the way that they're pronouncing it in-game, so forgive me. Okay, I'm not getting fucked. I thought they were attacking me. We had some success with a limited light source, but it required us to utilize the factotums to constantly rotate the crops into and out of the nourishing light. Next. Come on. This allowed us to harvest a small number of plants and begin the tradition of an annual harvest and apprentice selection. but we needed both an illumination device and a power source capable of simulating actual sunlight. We were so close, yet the solution seemed so far away. Through trial and error, it took only a dozen or so iterations to perfect a suitable illumination device. When we hit upon a transparent lucent alloy to serve as a conductor for the simulated sunlight, we were certain we were on the right track. However, no matter how promising the illumination device appeared to be, the plants continued to die. We needed more power, but nothing available in the Clockwork City seemed to offer a workable solution. It was a conundrum. And that's when we decided to start using dead people! Yay! Shut up! Success out of tragedy. Here we go. This is, you know, the exposition. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Apprentice Gathol and I seem to have hit a wall in our efforts to create life-giving simulated sunlight. Our illumination devices work perfectly and have the capacity to channel light that is up to 100 times brighter and stronger than what we can produce with the power sources available for our simulated sunlight inductor. We need a stronger power source, or the Everwound Spring is doomed to fail. After countless... Shut the hell up. Anyway, after countless hours of testing and experimentation, Gathol has come to one irrefutable conclusion. Our simulated sunlight inductor requires life to nourish life. We've had some promising results by draining small amounts of life energy from volunteers and using it to power the simulated sunlight illuminators. The clear, bright light this energy produces makes our plants grow more quickly and more robustly than any other source we applied. The differences are nothing short of miraculous, but the borrowed life energy is fleeting and doesn't provide anywhere near the amount of power that we need to operate all the illuminators necessary to nourish all of our gardens. We're so close, yet so far from a real and lasting solution. I returned to the workshop to find a disconcerting sight. Gathol had attached himself to the inductor while I was away in order to conduct an experiment I had expressly forbade him from performing. It was his contention that we should extract even more life energy from the volunteers if we could determine the point at which the volunteer could still regenerate the borrowed life. If we could take that much... Dee Dee, shut up! If we could take that much and not a drop more, we could power the illuminators. But if we took too much, a volunteer would die. Unfortunately, Gathol was too zealous in his application of the draining device. All of his life force fed the inductor, leaving nothing to provide power for his own body. My apprentice, my protege, was dead. Before grief could overwhelm me, however, I noticed an amazing thing. The inductor hummed with more energy than it had ever... Dee Dee! Enough. Stop. No. No. Okay. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me because of the cat, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, the inductor hummed with more energy than it had ever contained through our numerous trials and experiments. Gathol had solved the problem. The inductor required the entire life force of the subject to provide enough power to keep the wellspring aglow with simulated sunlight for an entire season. That's when I promised that Gathol's sacrifice would not be in vain. I announced that the harvest distribution would continue. As long as the apostles agreed to provide me with a new apprentice every year. Those apprentices would be fed to the inductor, and the simulated sunlight produced by their life force would give us a bountiful harvest with which to feed the masses. It was the perfect solution, even if the cost of our knowledge turned out to be so expensive. So, I was right.
The source of the simulated sunlight is the life force of the missing apprentices?
Yep.
That's horrible. We need to see what's inside Narul's private workshop.
Probably something horrible.
That machine! Is that the inductor? The apprentices! It sucked the life out of them!
Yeah, that's what we fucking read, you dumb bitch. Oh my god. Ooh, crispy. Nice. It was an accident, he says. I'm mostly back here just because I'm curious. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to kill that guy.
Is that the inductor? The apprentices! It sucked the life out of them! This is the Lecter's simulated sunlight inductor. And just as we read in his notes, he's using the life force of the most recent apprentices to power the device. Sotha Sil would never approve of this. Never in a million clicks of the Great Gear. No. If we leave, Lecter Narul will just use Shirhari or one of the others. We have to do something. We have to stop this madness. People shouldn't be turned into plant food. At least not while they're still healthy and vibrant. It's not natural.
Okay, so I'll fucking kill him. Wow, amazing.
So now you know the secret of the wellspring. You see your role in our grand plan. Time is short. The life force of the previous apprentices is nearly depleted.
Shut up. All right.
Why do you resist? Your life force can feed thousands. You lash out because you fail to grasp the importance of what I do.
Shut up.
There's nothing to be done for these poor apprentices. The inductor has drained every drop of life from their bodies. But what of Lecter Narul? He cloaks his evil in good intentions. The Lecter lied. He tricked the apprentices and killed them. But the machine does allow the plants to grow and provides food for the Clockwork City. I wonder, what if someone willingly sacrificed themselves to feed the people?
This seems to be a trend. Like, this is just like what happened with the last fucking quest. Like, and not that they necessarily lied, but they did withhold information. They were lying by omission in order to get someone to consent to something. And then with this one, they were just straight up lying. They're giving you a false sense of security, a false idea of what you were doing, and then fucking killing you. So, okay, let's... What is this quest called? Because this is another one of those things where, like...
There's nothing to be... The Lecter lied. He tricked the apprentices and killed them.
But
the machine does allow the plants to grow and provides food for the Clockwork City. I wonder, What if someone willingly sacrificed themselves to feed the people?
I feel like if they're willing, then that's fine. Like, I feel like if there's no other way, as long as they're willing, if they know what they're agreeing to, if they are agreeing to die to grow food, then that's fine. The problem is the whole lying part. You know, you're gonna be my apprentice. Just kidding, zap. You know, like that's an issue.
Yes, one life a season in exchange for a bountiful harvest. What could be more noble than sacrificing your life to feed the hungry? And I'll continue to work with the remaining apprentices. Maybe we can find another way. Someday.
But, like, you know, maybe people who are tired of living, or, you know, who are old and they don't want to die like a natural death, can come in and sacrifice their life energy. You know, that kind of thing. Maybe people who are terminally ill, whatever. You know, those people have life energy. And, like, there's someone out there who's willing. Someone out there. Just like there's someone out there who's willing to lose their memory, their entire self, to become the astronomer. There's someone out there who's willing to do it. It's just a matter of looking instead of luring people in and not giving them the truth.
How horrible. Those apostles, all dead?
Not just dead. Drained of life to create the simulated sunlight.
Still, it's an amazing device. Lecternarul's a true genius.
A genius? Look at this. Gnarl's insane.
Gnarl's dead, but the promise of the wellspring lives on.
You're not suggesting we continue to kill people?
We call for volunteers. Use their sacrifices while we continue to work on finding a different source of power.
How noble. I assume we won't be the ones volunteering this time.
Sherazar has the right idea, and I offer myself as the first sacrifice.
Are you serious?
No!
It's only logical. I'm an apprentice whose experiments never worked out. Allow me to contribute in another way.
Damn.
Well. Let's go make the necessary preparations.
Can I see it?
To avoid many. This one still doesn't like how this all turned out.
Can I see? I want to see. I'm going in here. Yeah. I want to see. Show me. Okay, so there's no one in here. It's gonna take forever. Oh shit. Oh, holy shit. Wow, that was impressive. That was really cool. You were kicking my ass for a second, but that was real cool.
Please leave me be. This is a crucial stage of my experiment, and I simply must concentrate.
Not now. I'm in the middle of a delicate experiment.
Weird. Ooh, no. Not what I thought. Excuse me, sorry, pardon me, my bad. Don't mind me doing a thing. I was hoping to talk to the other two as well. Okay, but she was through this first room, and then right over here, right? Yeah. Okay, and she's not over here anymore. Free me! Excuse me. Ow.
Can you believe it? Such terrible events taking place inside the wellspring.
If you have anything to spare, I'd gladly take it off your hands. We're so close to the wellspring, but the harvest occurs so rarely. The Everwound Wellspring is the only place in all of Clockwork City where actual plants grow. Only that it appears some people don't know. So, the Everwound Wellspring, such kindness. If you...
They say Sherazar has taken control of the wellspring, but how can that be? Before the harvest, she wasn't even an apprentice yet.
Ew. I like how they did get that oil sheen though. The multicolored in the light, that's cool.
By the 8, I swear I'll destroy every one of these blasted machines if I have to. Somehow. Oh! Who would you be? Did the Clockwork Apostles send you? Oh, well, because the Halls of Regulation is breaking down. Naturally. I sent a request for aids ages ago. They would have fixed things by now, but the repair factotums keep attacking me. They see anyone who enters as an intruder. Truly? Why, that's most excellent. Now, the very fate of Clockwork City's clean water supply rests in our hands, so we must act quickly. I know the locations of the machines in need of repairs, but we'll have to search around for specific parts. Based on the schematics, I believe the Vapor Manifold and Distillation Initiator both need repairs. Easy enough for one of my talents. We just need a ventilation gear and a cleansing crystal. They should be fairly straightforward to find. Right. I suppose any structure as impressive as this would inspire questions. Well, ask them quickly. Time is of the essence, and the Clockwork Apostles aren't very lenient when it comes to failure. Perhaps you haven't noticed, but the water around here is filthier than the Murkmire swamps. Take a sip from any stream or pool, and you'll get a mouthful of oil. That's where the Halls of Regulation comes into play. Collects, cleans, redistributes, does it all, really. It also creates water moisture in the air, producing a hospitable environment for natural life. Not sure if we would die of thirst or desiccation first, were it to completely shut down.
Desiccation? Is that like what, dried out? I'm gonna look it up. The only other time I've seen that word is when I'm looking at a desiccated corpse, usually from like frostbite spiders in Skyrim. Define desiccation. Desiccate, that's fine. Yeah, remove the moisture from. Okay, cool. So a desiccated corpse would be a corpse that's completely dry. Interesting. Anyway.
I'm not sure, actually. My most prevailing theory is that the newcomers have overburdened the water cycle process, which has led to some sort of malfunction. At this point, the factotums are doing more harm than good with their erratic behavior.
Thank you for the follow.
Perhaps the water cycle will shut down completely, but it's more likely that contaminants will pollute the drinking reserve, which would make the water effectively poison. I'm sure you don't need me to spell out what a disaster that would create. The Clockwork Apostles are a group of scholars dedicated to Sotha Sil. They are the de facto rulers of Clockwork, given that their god of mysteries doesn't get out much. Naturally, they would be concerned that their drinking water is in danger. Well, how was I mean, how were they supposed to know the factotums would malfunction and become aggressive? According to the schematics, they're designed to repair the Halls of Regulation, not defend it. I most certainly can. I learned all about their functions before arriving. Which would you like to hear about first? These gears help run the Vapor Manifold, the central control for the humidifying processes of the Halls of Regulation. It seems that the malfunction is causing them to spin far too rapidly, grinding them down to an unusable state. Of course not. I'll make the necessary repairs first and then replace the gear. It should go as smoothly as a piston in a reciprocating pneumatic cylinder. It's the main source of arcane energy for the distillation initiator. The filtration system can only decontaminate the water so much. This ensures that water is safe for human consumption, a vitally important part of the distillation process. The currently placed cleansing crystal is still active, but I don't believe that will be the case for very long, which means we should make the necessary repairs post-haste. Right. I suppose any structure...
Okay, I'm not actually going to do this quest right now. I just wanted to go ahead and get it, you know, set up, so that I could do it when I come back the next time. So, but that's gonna be it. This particular stream has been going on for like 3.5 hours, and the one before that was at least 2, I think. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm done. I'm gonna take some medicine, lie down, maybe get a snack or something. I'll probably be back tomorrow, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream this weekend or not, because I'm not going to be home. I'm going to my dad's for a Thanksgiving thing that my family's doing. So, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, Thursday. So I guess later today, technically, but I like to refer to it as tomorrow. Anyway, I might come back and stream again before I leave for the weekend, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to stream while I'm away. So, there's a Discord link for anybody who uses Discord, you know, or wants to keep up with when I'm going to stream better. Usually I announce it or talk about it before I actually do it, to give people kind of a heads up. But I'll probably keep streaming ESO and keep working on the Clockwork City DLC, and then I do have that new character that I'm still working on leveling. I've still got to help Fruit, you know, as far as getting started. He is going to play some on his own to try and familiarize himself with the game. And then beyond that, I do have, you know, some PC games that need to be played. I do have a visual novel that I've been wanting to get to, Doki Doki Literature Club, so, I've got several other things too. Anyway, that's it for tonight, and I will see you guys later. To the video on. I'm gonna go ahead and host Mind Controllers. They're playing Dark Souls. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and do, whoops. Oh snap. That is not what I meant. Hang on, I fucked up. Okay. Sorry, I left my dashboard. Anyway, I am gonna host them. They're playing Dark Souls. I don't know how much longer they'll be online. But you can hang out, you know, to see them if you want. If not, then I will see you guys next time. But thanks for hanging out. And that'll be all. Bye.